I said, you know what? I think I've got an interesting solution, but I'm not sure you're going to like it. And they said, no, we want to hear it. I said, well, I think you should tear down your own home. This is a fun story that I wanted to share with you guys. I had a client, husband and wife. He worked at the University of Notre Dame, and they had an adult child with special needs that lived with them. And they've been looking in the market for a while. Their home was older. It was a slab home. They were having plumbing problems where it was leaking within the slab, and their home just had some deferred maintenance, but they'd really enjoyed living like 2 blocks from campus and just really wanted to stay there. But they also had some objectives that they said, well, hey, someday we're gonna be gone and we wanna have a home that's gonna be low maintenance for our special needs son. And also I have a sister who is an amputee and gets around in a wheelchair. We'd like to invite her to live with us as well. So we're just trying to figure out, like, should we remodel this old slab home with these challenges and try to retrofit it to work for our family's needs? Or should we try to find a lot and build somewhere else in the market? And so okay, yeah, this is an interesting problem. I'd love to help you try to solve this. And so I suggested a couple lots that were just like 100 yards away, further to the south, a little further from campus from where they currently were, that could be bought for like $65,000. And they were like, that's too expensive and it's too far away. And I'm like, well, what about this one over here? And I'm like, well, I don't understand. Like, that's not very far away. That's like literally in the backyard of the house across the street from you. But again, I wanted to meet the clients where they were at. And what they were really telling me was, we love being right here. But we also came to the conclusion that really renovating this home that was not in good shape was not the right fit. And so I was kind of grinding on the problem. And then I realized, you know what? Everywhere there's a house in this neighborhood, there's a lot, because people had begun tearing down homes and building new. And they already owned this home free and clear. And I said, you know what? I think I've got an interesting solution, but I'm not sure you're going to like it. And they said, no, we want to hear it. I said, well, I think you should tear down your own home and build here. And you should have seen the look of shock on their faces. It was pretty priceless. But then they said, go on, what would that look like? And I said, well, you would find a rental nearby and move into it for a year. And then we would tear this home down and you would build on top of it here. But I think actually within your budget, this home as is, maybe worth $130,000. I think you could build a new one for $250,000, $270,000. And so you would be about, within your $400,000 budget. You already own this home free and clear. You own this land. You can't get closer than this lot. So that's exactly what they did. They moved into a rental. They tore down their own home and built a new one there. So if you are looking for some creativity or creative problem solving to solve some kind of challenge in your housing needs, no one is more creative than me. So give me a call and let's talk about what's going on in your world and see if we can't find a creative solution to help you get exactly what you want, even if it's tearing down your own house.
Okay, good.